Hi, I have another February journal for you. February 24th, the second of that day. The Mayan day was 13 water or offering, and this one's called Reading Energy or Working Through the Pain. Okay, the pain is building up. It's pretty intense. Being in this body can be pretty challenging. It's not too bad, really, mind you, and I'm not complaining. No way. But when it gets bad is not usually the time I can do things like journal. So we'll see where this goes, if it goes. I was speaking about tuning into the energy that rides in on people's words, about perceiving that, as many of us are now that we are experiencing practically mass awakenings. Maybe not en masse exactly in big groups, but individually. There are so many of us opening up and tuning in that it's practically that. Okay, and I bet there are those of you who are a bit put off or frightened by what you are experiencing. Well, you know me, and my prescription for all fear remains the same. Drop down into heart. Don't think about it. Don't worry or fret. Just center down. You'll find a real peace there that doesn't need to be understood. It just is. So, onward. This is fun. I really do enjoy life. But anyway, geez, there's the pain again. I took something for it. It's the kind that only gets worse otherwise. Maybe that'll let me continue with this. Let's see. Now, two things. First of all, it's easier to see what's happening in other people. We can generally see things fairly clearly in others before we're ready to look at it within ourselves. So, use that. Don't just look inside. If this makes you the least bit uncomfortable, take it out there. Look at it in other people. It works just as well. The same stuff can be seen. The other thing is, well, aside from center down into heart, you're going to have to find a way of distracting yourself from your mind's activities. Sorry, but that's just the way of it. This too can be seen in other people, in the way they are awakening and responding to it. There's no need to do anything just yet, nor ever for that matter. Okay, center down. You may get tired of hearing me say that, but have a heart for those who need it, those whom it helps, okay? You're not the only one watching this vid or reading this transcript, you know. People get nervous, tense, and they often don't realize it. We are not very self-aware folks to begin, so centering down into heart really provides a comfort there and eases that tension. All that tension is actually mind-generated. Did you know that? How self-aware are you? Are you able to quietly observe yourself going throughout your day? It's really a wonderful skill, you know. I think we all develop it at some point along the way on our journey into awakening. It gets down to that age-old thing about who am I? That's the basic, fundamental question that gets answered along the way. Of course, it won't get answered if you're not asking it. Things like that await your readiness, anyone's readiness. Source or God is not pushy. Well, generally. I would take it a bit farther, though, and say it is not who am I, but what am I? That should be, that is the real question. Think about it. Are you the body? Have you not had sufficient experience, even one OBE or anything yet, to realize the truth of it, that you are actually not your body? If not, may I suggest making a study, a joyful exploration into the NDE phenomena, near-death experiences? This will cure any open mind of the belief in the body as the self. I promise. Okay, now, the next step is trickier, for we are not our minds either. Most people have some problem with that. Guess why? It's simple, really. We have identified with the mind. Just as we had once identified with the body, being convinced that that is who and what we are, we also identify with the mind. We think that's us. Well, it's not. It's just not, and you can prove it to yourself when you're ready. Meanwhile, perhaps it would be well to observe this happening in other people. Like me, for instance. See you later then. Bye-bye.